My family used to tell me growing up, pretty dumplings means you're going to have pretty babies, and ugly dumplings will mean ugly babies. I mean, it's a little harsh, but it gets you to practice. Yeah,
I already had kids.
Grandma's dumpling.
Grandma's dumpling. And say the name of it again. How you say it?
할머니.
할머니.
mandu.
mandu. All right.
최근 미국 CNN에서 세계 최고의 만두 중 하나로 한국의 김치 만두를 선정해 큰 화제가 되었습니다. 전 세계의 맛있는 만두를 소개한 CNN 특집 기사에서 한국의 김치 만두는 종종 원형으로 접혀 있는데 이는 중국에서는 거의 발견되지 않은 기술이다. 한국인들은 만두에 김치를 잘게 썰어 채워 넣는다. 김치는 한국 어디에나 있기 때문에 누군가 김치를 잘라 만두에 넣은 것은 아마도 당연했을 것이라며 한국의 김치 만두를 콕 집어 소개한 것입니다. 실제로 한국의 만두는 해외에서 큰 인기를 끌고 있는데요. 2023년 한 해 만두 수출액은 6,652만 달러, 한화로 약 878억 원에 달합니다. 해외 현지에서 생산해 판매하는 물량까지 더한다면 K만두의 해외 판매 규모는 이보다 훨씬 더 클 것으로 추정되니 놀라울 수밖에 없는데요. 특히 CJ 제일제당의 비비고 만두는 틱톡으로 전 세계 MZ세대를 강타하며 틱톡의 먹방 소재로 자리 잡기도 했습니다. 최근 미국 지상파 ABC 채널 간판 토크쇼 지미 키멜 라이브에서도 비비고 만두가 소개되었는데요. 프로그램 출연자 중 한 명인 기에르모 로드리게즈가 비비고송에 맞춰 춤을 추며 만두를 먹습니다. 해당 영상 유튜브 댓글에는 나도 비비고 만두를 정말 좋아한다는 긍정적인 반응이 줄지어 달리고 있습니다. 또한 ABC 방송의 아침 프로그램 굿모닝 아메리카에서도 김치 만두가 소개되었습니다. 한국인 셰프가 김치만두 레시피를 소개하며 MC들이 만두를 직접 빚기도 했는데요. 영상 함께 보시겠습니다.
Our next guest combines traditional Korean dishes with a modern flair, taking inspiration from her grandmother's cooking. There they are.
Her passion for food started when she was working in restaurants at just 14 years old. That's led her now to owning multiple award-winning establishments. And she is here now to share her take on a beloved Korean classic. Everybody, restaurateur and chef of Mokbar, Esther Choy. Good to have you here.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
Okay, that was a very sweet picture we saw there. But,
I know.
But why this recipe? Why is it so special to you?
So this is called 할머니 mandu, which is 할머니 means grandmother, and mandu is dumpling. So it's grandma's dumplings. And this is actually the most popular item on our menu. It's so delicious. It's pork, kimchi, tofu, zucchini, and we make each dumpling in-house.
It smells so good. So let's get started.
Are you guys ready to make some dumplings
Yes,
with
we
me?
are ready.
We can follow
Yes,
instructions,
okay.
yes.
Have you guys made dumplings before,
I
ever?
have not.
Never in
Okay.
life.
No, I've ordered them, but I have not made them.
Fair enough, fair enough. As long as you're eating them,
Yes.
then I'm happy. I'm happy. So we're going to start with some ground pork, but you can also substitute with ground beef, ground turkey, or omit the meat completely.
Okay.
It's totally okay to be vegetarian. And then there's tofu. And the tofu, we're just going to draw out some of the moisture from the tofu. And we do this because we want the dumpling filling to be super dry.
Yeah.
We don't want it to be so wet because when you're forming them, then the whole wrapper gets too
You
wet.
just get some cheesecloth.
Some cheesecloth, tofu, and then look how much water comes
Wow.
out of the tofu. And I love adding tofu to the dumplings because, of course, grandma said to add tofu, but also it makes the dumpling filling super smooth. It's kind of equivalent to adding breadcrumbs to a meatball. But tofu is a great substitute for that. So we're gonna just squeeze out the moisture, add the tofu, right? And then we are gonna do the same thing with the zucchini. Now, zucchini has a lot of moisture in it. So you wanna add a little bit of salt, and that helps draw out some of the moisture. And then look at that.
Look at that.
Right? So much moisture, and we wanna get all of this out, all of the water from the zucchini out. And then we'll add that.
That's such a good tip to put the salt in it first.
Yes, the salt really helps draw out the moisture.
Okay.
So, and then we have some garlic chives that are gonna go in. and then kimchi. And I feel like this is what differentiates Korean dumplings from any other dumplings, right? You know how every culture has their own type of dumpling, right? Because it's like, who doesn't love a dumpling? So we add some kimchi in there to make it Korean, and then garlic and some onion. And dumplings, I think, is one of my favorite dishes to make because growing up, my grandmother used to make this in like huge batches, and then the entire family would come together, and we would
make the dumplings.
And make the dumplings.
You add soy sauce too, or is that what is that?
Yes, so this is soy sauce, a little bit of fish sauce, sesame oil, and cornstarch.
Okay.
And that will give like a nice flavor to the dumpling. So we're seasoning the filling with the soy sauce.
And we ultimately get here.
And you mix
Is
it
that
all
right?
together.
Yes, mix it all together, and then we
So
can
this
come
is
over
the
to
trick here now. This is okay.
This is where we get our hands a little dirty, but you know, this is what's so fun about making dumplings is that everyone comes to the table together, and it's like a whole day
you have
fair.
yours.
Okay, so we want to grab one of the shell, and then we're going to get some of the water over here, and then just wet the outer corners. And we do this because we want it to seal really well, right?
Just
when
the outside.
Just the outside, just the outside.
Okay.
Just like so. And then we'll take a tiny bit of the dumpling filling, maybe about like a teaspoon or two. You don't want to overfill it because then it'll burst. So a little goes a long way. That's maybe a little bit too much.
Oh,
but
come on, Chef. Doing
It's
my
okay.
own thing
Like
there. No, I'm
practice makes
kidding. I'm
perfect, you
kidding.
guys. Practice makes perfect.
A little bit more like that.
Yes. And then we're gonna seal it all. So we're gonna start with the end. Just pinch one side of the dumpling like that. Right?
Okay.
And then we're gonna fold, pleat, just one side if you
I
can.
have blown this
Oh my gosh,
completely.
you guys are.
No.
I mean, you know what? You can make it any way you want.
Oh, now you say that.
But my family used to tell me growing up, pretty dumplings means you're going to have pretty babies, and ugly dumplings will mean ugly babies. I mean, it's a little harsh, but it gets you to
lot of
practice.
pressure.
Yeah,
I'm glad
yes.
I already had kids.
That's so good, though. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you're actually that was really good.
Yeah. Did you like make dumplings before? Or?
This is the first time.
This
I
is the
swear
first
to you,
time?
first time,
Wow.
Chef.
Okay, so you're good with your hands.
All right, and then once you have them formed, what's next?
Okay, so once we have them formed like so, right, we'll go overhead and cook it, of course. But obviously, there's so many different ways of making dumplings, and
that
don't
cool,
worry
just
about it,
like that.
right?
Okay.
I mean, practice makes perfect.
Okay, and then
we're gonna
cook
bring
this
it over here. And now there's so many different ways to cook dumplings, right? But like people like steaming them, they like frying them, but I kind of like doing a combo of both.
Okay.
So it's seared, it's crispy and fried on one side and then steamed on the other.
All right,
And
amazing.
I love doing this method because I feel like then you get the best of both worlds, because sometimes you want steamed dumplings and sometimes you want it fried, right?
Well, that's amazing.
Yeah, so we're gonna go and add the dumplings to a non-stick skillet with a little oil.
We went right to the plate.
I know.
And how long do you keep them on there for?
So we're gonna get it, you know, slightly crispy, maybe about a minute or two.
Okay.
But please go ahead and taste the dumplings. You guys can't wait.
You have to think first, though.
Well, yes, a minute or two you said, and we'd be go. Okay, okay. Chef, really, thank you for being here.
Oh my gosh.
With us and teaching us how to make dumplings. We're going to try
Grandma's
this.
dumplings.
Grandma's dumpling. And
dumplings.
say the name of it again. How you say it?
할머니
Maimoni.
mandu.
Mandu. All right.